Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to find out what it is that they are trying to hide from you. So if there's somebody in your life that you've been dealing with who's not been honest with you, they're not being forthcoming, you feel it, you feel like they've got something to hide from you. We are going to find out today generally what it is that they are hiding from you or they are trying to hide from you, okay? So that's what we're looking at today. Before we jump into that, I do want to let everybody know that we are going to start having kind of a bit of a schedule for readings, right? So I'll be putting out readings Tuesday through Saturday mornings. Typically it's Central Standard Time mornings, okay? Tuesdays are going to be relationship related readings. Saturdays are going to be your weekly energy checks. So what energies you'll be dealing with throughout the next week. And then those readings in between are just going to kind of depend on what's going on, like lunar cycles, astrological events, etc. But next week, I will be dropping a video that's taking a look at your month ahead, okay? So we'll be looking into the energies that you will be dealing with in the month of October. We'll be taking a look to kind of see what's coming in for you, okay? We're going to look at your manifestations. We're going to look at advice. We're also going to look to see if there's any sort of conflict or any sort of issues that you need to be aware of for that month going in, okay? So that is what's coming up. So if you don't want to miss that, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when that drops. It's going to be sometime next week. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't want you guys to miss out on that reading, on that kind of heads up on the energies you'll be working with. But okay, let's go ahead and jump into this. So we have 3 piles for you guys. Pile number 1 right here has the green moonstone on it. So if you feel called to this pile, if this crystal is speaking to you, then go ahead and pick pile number 1. All right, here's your crystal a little bit closer so you can kind of see. And then we have pile number 2 here in the middle with amethyst, with this raw amethyst stone here. And this is a little bit of a close-up here for you guys. I love the raw crystals so much. Like, don't get me wrong, the tumbled ones are gorgeous, amazing, but I love the raw ones as well. Here's kind of the back of that too, in case you were curious. And then pile number 3, we have this obsidian here. Okay, so this is your crystal, a little bit closer. Now, like I always say, take some time to meditate on the cards. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time, okay? If you feel called to more than one pile, that's totally normal, totally okay. Watch both of those piles or all 3 if that's what you're feeling. I would recommend picking or watching the pile that you feel the strongest pull towards first, as that's most likely your primary message, and then the other piles that you're feeling called to, do those next, because those will be like secondary and tertiary messages that are going to kind of help you out with your primary pile, okay? So this is what I have for you guys. Here's these 3 piles. I will see you guys in your reading and we will find out what is it that they are trying to hide from you. Bye, you guys. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this pile with the green moonstone, okay? We're going to set your crystal over here to the side and we are going to jump in and find out what it is that they are trying to hide from you. So let's flip these oracle cards over here. We have 17 exposed and 18 fear. Okay. Always interesting when cards come out with like consecutive numbers, because this deck has been shuffled like crazy a bunch of different ways. So when 2 come out back to back like this, it's really interesting. Exposed and fear. Okay, right off the bat, I know exposed here is kind of talking, I mean, the cards depiction is kind of that of like this crow being exposed here and like vulnerable. But what I'm feeling with this is this person that you're dealing with is very afraid of the truth being exposed, okay? They don't want you to know what the truth is. I feel like they're a little bit afraid of you, pile number 1, but not in like this toxic, you're being toxic, you're being scary type of way, but in this like, they know that you know that they know that you know. you know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds absolutely unhinged, but that's like the vibe that I'm getting, is it's like they they know that you know they're up to something, okay? And I think that they're afraid of getting caught with whatever this is about. And we're going to pull some tarot cards, we're going to get more information about this, but I feel like this person, they're very concerned about being exposed, about you exposing the truth, okay? They're very afraid of that. So that's the energy I'm getting here. Makes me think too that it's possible that you have a general idea of what they're up to, or you know that they're up to something. I mean, which of course you do. You're here watching this reading. You're wanting to know exactly what it is that they're up to, and we're going to find that out for you here, because they obviously, like, they know what they're doing is wrong. This is definitely an energy this is definitely an energy of someone who knows what they're up to, right? They know that what they're doing is wrong. They know that they're being shady AF. So let's find out. Let's get some tarot cards, find out a little bit more about what it is that they're trying to hide from you, what it is that you're going to, like, that you're exposing. So I'm feeling this one, this one, this one, and this guy here too. We're going to start with these first before we pull the next set. Okay, we're at least going to take a look and see. Two of Pentacles, okay. Six of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Five of Pentacles, yeah. This, okay, all right. This might be someone that you're dealing with at work, okay? Yeah, this might be somebody that you're dealing with at work here. It really feels, you know what it feels like? It feels like this is somebody who's taking, it's like someone who intends to take credit for something that they did not do. That is what this feels like to me. The Six of Wands right here, this makes me feel like it's like they're taking credit for something they didn't even do, okay? Like, you've done something, you've put in the work, you're the one who actually made it happen, and they're trying to take credit for what it is that you have actually accomplished. And they know, I feel like they know that you know that they're trying to take credit for it, and that they know that you know that they know. Does, you know what I mean? Like, they know that you are fully aware that they are going to try to take credit for something that you have actually accomplished. This feels like this is your accomplishment. You're the one who made this happen. You're the one who made the right choices. I feel like you were put in a position where you had to make a decision here. And they are going to try to take credit for it. Pile number one. I'm seeing here too, you know what this feels like to me? As soon as this Wheel of Fortune, I saw this, I thought karma. I feel like karma is going to be coming for them. So I feel like Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, they are going to get theirs, okay? Karma is coming for them. And I feel like it's going to hit them in the financial, like, it's going to hit them right in the pocket, right in the bank account, is kind of what I'm feeling here for you, or for them. Pile number one, I'm feeling like karma is coming for them. And I see here, with this being upright, this is going to be karma in your favor, okay? Because you're the one watching this pile. You're the one I'm speaking to. Karma is coming for them. It's going to be fortunate for you, okay? So this karma is going to be in your favor, right? And it's going to be in your favor. It's not going to be in their favor, obviously, because what they're doing is some shady shit here, trying to take advantage for your trying to take credit, I mean, for your hard work. And I think too, that slip was actually, they're trying to take advantage of your, I feel like, of your willingness to be, almost feels like your willingness to be a team player. You know what I mean? That's what it kind of feels like here. They're trying to take advantage of your willingness to be a team player, but they're going to find themselves out in the cold, is what I'm seeing here. This situation is going to resolve, okay? We're going to get some more information about that. anything else you need to know about this situation, what it is that your guides advise that you do. So we're going to be pulling some cards for that in a moment. But I do want you to know, they want you to know that this person is going to be getting theirs, okay? The universe is going to take care of this. You know, the Wheel of Fortune continues to turn. It is going to turn against them, is what I'm hearing for you, for them. Okay, it is going to turn against them, all right? It's going to turn their back on them almost. Like, it's going to turn its back on them. They're going to feel like the world has turned its back on them, like they have nowhere to go. They're going to be kind of left out in the cold after this, okay? I'm going to grab some more. Let's grab some more cards here and find out a little bit more. I'm really happy for you to see this happening here, because this to me means that you might not be required to do anything in this situation other than to sit tight and wait, because I feel like what am I trying to say here, or what am I getting here? It's that I feel that this is going to take care of itself. Like, the higher powers, higher authority, possibly in your career, in your job, whatever this situation is exactly, I feel like they're going to take care of this. It's almost like they know too. That's kind of what I feel like here. It's almost like the powers that be, the people in charge in this workplace, in this situation, it's like they know, okay? It's like they know that this person is doing some shady shit and is taking credit for something that they did not actually do, okay? So that's kind of what this feels like here, but let's get more cards. Let's get a couple cards just to find out what your guide's advice for you is, what it is that you maybe need to do in this situation. I'm feeling this one and this one. Okay, advice, general practical advice here, and then these last two, we're generally looking at if there's anything that you actually need to do. Okay, so let's find out here about this. The Tower. 5 of Wands. Yup. 10 of Wands. Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this situation is going to come crashing down for this person. Advice that you need to know, what it is that they want you to know about this situation, is it is going to come crashing down for this person. Okay. It is all going to come crashing down for them. They're going to be dealing with a lot of conflict, I'm seeing too. And they want you to know that here. That's their advice, is to wait for this tower to fall, because this tower is going to fall. It is going to come crashing down for this person, and there's going to be, let's see, there's going to be conflict, okay? There's going to be a lot of conflict within this situation between all the parties involved, all right? That is what I'm seeing here. So what they want you to do, like what they actually would like you to do, they want you to continue going forward with this. And what they mean by that, notice, look, it almost, okay, let me back up. So they want you to continue moving forward with this, in that they want you, they want you to, I feel like they want you to carry this burden with you a little bit longer. You're almost done having to carry this burden though, and you're almost done putting up with this person just in general, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely almost done with them taking credit for your work, your very hard work that I feel like you've put in, okay? The good decisions that you've made. Maybe you had to make a decision and you ended up making the right decision, and maybe this person, like an immediate supervisor, was like, no, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this is someone who has just kind of swept in and taken credit, and I feel like they've done this before. What I'm seeing here is that it's gonna all come falling down and crashing down for them, but there is gonna be some conflict in here. And I do see that you are going to have to carry a bit of that burden, meaning that you might have to be the one to speak up, okay? And what do I mean by that in that sense? I don't mean that you're gonna have to be the one to initiate the conversation with the powers that be in this workplace and say, hey, you know, so-and-so is taking credit for my work. No, I feel like they already know that. This is the thing. I think that they're going to call you in. Someone's going to it feels like they're going to call you into their office and they're going to say, hey, this is happening, we feel like we've gotten wind that this person is taking credit for your work. Can you confirm or deny that this is the case? And I'm seeing that that is what you're going to be called to do. You're going to be called to shoulder this burden a little bit longer, okay? Almost at the finish line here. You're going to be called to shoulder this burden a little bit longer, okay? So that, and when you, yeah, so that you can help this process along, okay? So you can help this wheel keep turning, help, like I said, the powers that be, help them go ahead and make the final decision to kick this person out onto the streets and say goodbye. We do not have time for this. We don't fuck with this. We're not doing this. Peace out is what I'm seeing that's going to happen to this person, taking advantage, okay, of your hard work and your dedication too, I'm hearing. So I think that's the advice here that they want you to know, okay? The situation they want you to know, it's going to come crashing down for this person, okay? Do not worry about that at all. This tower is going to fall. It's going to hit hard. This person is going to be out on their ass, honestly. There's going to be some conflict that arises with it. Expect that, okay? If you're someone who does not like conflict, you're very non-confrontational. What I'm hearing now is that it's time for you to get a bit more comfortable with conflict, particularly in this situation. So if you're the type of person who wants to know what type of lesson am I learning from having to go through this, this is the lesson. The lesson here for you is going to be it's about being able to handle conflict without because I don't feel like you're the type of person, like, I feel like this has went on because you're not confrontational. You're not the type of person to wave the flag and make a big huge deal about this right off the bat. You're not that type of person, okay? I think this here is the lesson here, if that's something, if you're the type of person that wants to know about that, the lesson here is just going to be about advocating for yourself and standing up for yourself. And I feel like and the reason I feel like you're non-confrontational here, other than, I mean, I'm hearing that, but also with this 10 of Wands, the conflict feels like a burden to you. And I totally get that. I totally get that. The conflict feels like it's a burden, like this is a burden that you have to shoulder, that you have to deal with. Well, great. They're going to call me in and they're going to want to know about this, and I'm going to have to, be a part of this now. Listen, pile number one, you're gonna, if you want this to work out in your favor, you're gonna have to shoulder this burden, okay? And allow yourself to be a part of the conflict just this one time, all right? This time you're gonna have to allow yourself to be part of the conflict. You don't have to initiate the conflict. You don't have to wrap it up, okay? And resolve it either. You're just going to be pulled into it to just enough of an extent to where your superiors can get to the bottom of this and get rid of this person who honestly, I'm hearing, does not deserve to be in the position that they're in, quite honestly, okay? That is what I'm hearing here. Okay, Page of Swords with this as well, all right? All right, this is still talking about, still talking about shouldering this burden and taking on a different mindset, okay? Being okay with having to be a part of this conflict. I know that you're a novice with this, okay? Don't let your mind get the best of you with this. Don't spiral. Don't freak out. It's going to be okay. You're not going to have to be heavily involved in the conflict, all right? Find a nice balance, okay, between being involved to the extent that you need to be so that you can help this situation be resolved, so that you can be a part of the solution, okay? But don't like just go full speed into this, ready to cut people down with this, all right? You don't have to do that. So maintain some maintain some innocence around this, I guess. Like I said, make it to where, because I know you're a non-confrontational person, stay relatively innocent within this situation, okay? Because it is going to work out 100% in your favor. You're just going to have to shoulder this little bit of a burden of being a part of the conflict temporarily, so that, like I said, the powers that be can get a hold of the situation and resolve it for you, okay? Pile number 1. That is what I'm seeing here for you with this. You're gonna have to play a bit of a part. You're gonna have to participate a little bit, but don't get too crazy with it, all right? Don't get too crazy with it. Let me see here if I see any other messages for you in this pile, in these cards. Yeah, I mean, I think this is it. Like I said, I know you're pretty new to all this conflict stuff. I know this is definitely going to feel like a burden, but I'm here to tell you and to reassure you. Your guides want to reassure you and let you know that the end is almost, like, you're almost done with this really unfortunate situation, to be quite honest with you, because I feel like you've put in a lot of work. Things are going to come crashing down for this person. They're going to be in the middle of a lot of conflict. You're going to play a small part in that, but like I said, it's going to be very small, all right? Don't worry about it. Keep your head above the clouds, with this. Don't freak out. It's going to be okay. I'm going to get a final message for you. Let's do this deck here. I just want to get a final message for you about this situation. We have, I feel, these 3. The Lovers, yes, okay. The Queen of Coins and the King of Rods. Okay, guys, this is great. So this is going to be a big chapter in your life. First of all, this is going to open up the doors to a lot of things. You have a choice to make here, is what I'm seeing with the Lovers card, okay? You have a choice to make, and that whether to be involved in this or not, okay? And I think too, part of the choice also is whether or not to what extent you would like to be involved. And I'm seeing here that the final message, of course, I feel like this is just reiterating, you have a choice. You do not have to be involved, but things are going to be it's going to resolve much more in your favor if you do allow yourself to be a tiny bit involved. Like I said, walk that line, okay? Be involved to the extent that you have to be, but don't go racing into this, ready to cut people down, ready to get rid of this person. Let the Wheel of Fortune, it takes time, okay? It's about time. It might take a bit of time, but this person is going to get what they deserve, okay? Rest and take easy, okay? Take it easy, rest, relax with this as well. There's a lot of abundance coming in as a result of this situation too. You will get you will get your reward for this hard work that you've put in, okay? You are gonna get rewarded for that, okay? This person isn't just taking all the glory, everything like that, and then they get kicked out and it's like, okay, well, I guess I don't get anything for my hard work, and that's that, and it's like all tied up and done. That's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing here that this is also going to be very advantageous for you financially, okay? You might get a raise out of this, all right? You might get a promotion out of this. I'm kind of feeling like with that, plus the King of Rods here, that's kind of what I'm seeing and feeling, is that this is going to be very advantageous for you in the end. So hold tight, keep moving on, okay? Don't give up with this. Don't get discouraged. I know that that's, like I said, very easier said than done, but your guides want you to keep moving, okay? I feel like you're going to be presented too with the Lovers I'm hearing. You will be presented with a couple of choices as far as like within this situation, moving forward from this situation. And I'm hearing that all of them are going to be advantageous. You're going to be presented with a lot more options, okay? Good options too. So that's coming in for you as well. I'm hearing as a result of this, This is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank your guides for coming through to let you know about what it is that this person is trying to hide from you, okay? And letting you know too, giving you this reassurance that it's going to work itself out in your favor. It is just it's a matter of time. It's going to happen. Things are going to come crashing down for this person. You're going to be required to be a little bit involved, but I know that you're a bit new to that, and that's okay. You're not going to have to be involved in just like a crazy amount of conflict, all right? So be prepared for a little bit of conflict, but also be prepared for some really amazing things coming in for you on the other side of this this situation. Thank you guys so much. Again, like I said, pile number 1, if this resonated, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye, pile number 1. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We are taking a look at these cards. No. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this raw amethyst crystal along with these oracle cards, and we're going to take a look today to see what it is that they are trying to hide from you. So let's go ahead. I want to start with this one. We have observation. Okay. And we have distraction. All right, right off the bat, I am feeling like this person is trying to avoid observation. They're trying to do something behind your back, and I feel like they've been, you know what, I feel like they've been messing with your head a little bit, pile number 2, trying to prevent you from seeing trying to prevent you from seeing what's actually going on here. Notice up here, this crow is over here making a bunch of noise. It's totally distracted the dog, and what the dog isn't seeing is that this other crow is coming in and taking its food, taking this dog's energy. I mean, food is energy, right? It's like potential energy. Our bodies just have to consume it and utilize it. Yeah, this person is trying to avoid observation 110%. They're like, I feel like this is just confirmation that they definitely have something to hide. You are not crazy. If that's something, and this feels a little gaslighty to me, honestly. That's kind of what this feels like. Feels a little gaslighty to me, feels a little bit manipulative, you know, where they're trying to do something behind your back, avoid observation here, avoid you actually seeing. They want you to not see what's going on, and they're distracting you, okay? They're trying to prevent you from actually seeing the truth here. Like I said, this feels a little bit gaslighting, like a little bit gaslighty to me, honestly, pile number 2. I'm sorry that you are having to deal with this and deal with this person, because this is some BS, honestly, and that's awful. It's awful to do that to another human being. You know, you can have issues, you can go your separate ways, you don't have to, you know, not everybody is going to be a perfect match, but you don't have to treat people like garbage just because of that. And I'm hearing that that's something you need to hear. I'm hearing that that's something you need to hear, not because you do that, but because this person is making it seem like that is normal and appropriate and acceptable, and it's not. So you are not crazy. Okay, you're not crazy, you're not totally off the mark, and I hear that you're not overreacting either. So you need to know all of those things. I'm glad you're here today for this message, because it sounds like you really need some validation that what you're seeing, what it is that you're observing is actually happening, and that this person is messing with you. They're messing with your head. Let's get some cards for you. I feel like I feel like we need to use this other deck. I was going to use a different tarot deck, but I feel like we need to use this one. So only thing with this deck, little quick thing here, is there's some depictions of nudity. So, and I've said this in my other readings before, but I always just like to let you know, I've got to cover that because of YouTube guidelines. So when I initially pull the card, I'm going to pull it right off the screen. And I'm glad I did that, because that one had nudity on it. I'm gonna pull it off the screen just so I can cover anything that needs to be covered, but it's not gonna change your message. I just don't want you to think there's anything shady going on with that. But let's go ahead and jump in here and find out a little bit more about this situation. So we're gonna find out about this situation first. We're gonna get 4-ish cards here. All right, we've got that one. I feel that one. Let's get 2 more about this situation. Oh, all right. Oh, those 2 right there. We're just discarding those. We're not going to worry about those. Okay, let me take a look here at these. So 6 of Wands, we're good. Chariot, we're good. Okay. Good with those. Let me flip these over real fast and no problem. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Interesting. 6 of Wands here. You might have been called to pile number 1 as well. If you did feel a pull towards that one, after this, go check that one out, okay? Yeah, because that might go hand, that there might be a message in there for you. It kind of goes hand in hand with this message. If you didn't feel called to pile number 1, don't worry about it though. Because that was it was like a very specific message. So if you feel called to it, 100% check it out after that. After this, if you don't worry about it, friends, because it's just not, I just heard that someone needs to hear that. So here we go. Okay. Yeah, all right. You've been working on something quite hard, okay? Oh, wow. I feel like, okay. Wow, I feel like you are a very generous person and that you give a lot of yourself to people. That's what I'm seeing here. You're a very generous, kind person, and you put a lot of effort into things that you care about. Even when the return of that, like the return on that investment is not necessarily always super satisfying. Let's look at this card real fast. Look at her face. She's really not thrilled. Like, does she look? She looks a little apathetic. She looks a little, kind of over it. Like, yeah, I put in all this effort to grow this plant, but I honestly really don't care for it. I really don't like it. That's kind of what this feels like. Or I put in all this effort to make this happen, but you know what? Looking at what I've gotten in return, it hasn't been worth it. Oh, that's it. I'm gonna be real. This to me kind of feels like a relationship. Okay. Yeah, this to me kind of feels like a relationship, almost like you are the type of person who gives 110%, okay? You give a lot of yourself to people, into your relationships, okay, is what I'm hearing here. And you know, when we give a bunch of ourselves to something like that, a relationship, that's what we're going to go with right now. But I'm going to get some clarifiers here in a second for the 7 of Pentacles. So we can better understand your situation here. But when we put a lot of ourselves into something like that and it's not reciprocated, even if everything seems to be going well in the relationship on the outside, you're like super dissatisfied internally because you're like, yeah, everything looks great, everything looks fine, like, but I'm the one doing all the work here to keep this together. I'm the one giving all of myself to this person to try to keep this together, and I'm getting nothing in return, you know? So I'm giving 110%, they're giving like 20%, if that, 10%, that's kind of what I'm hearing, 10%, and you know, it's like, okay, yeah, great, we've built this life together, we've built this together, but honestly, at what cost to myself, at what cost to me? You know what I mean? And this makes sense with observation and distraction, because I feel like you are starting to look closer at this situation. You're starting to really think about whether this is worth your time, your energy, your effort. And you're starting, I feel like you're starting to make comments, is what I'm hearing. You're starting to say something, to speak up to this person. I really want to say it's a partner. I really want to say it's a significant other, but I feel like you're starting to speak up about it, and this person is gaslighting you and telling you that you're like, no, that's not what's happening. No, that's not what happened. And they're trying to, like, I feel like they're trying to redirect the conversation constantly to something else in order to distract you from the fact that they're on some bullshit. They're taking advantage of you, okay? Yeah, that's what it feels like. Because this is like, it's like this right here is something that you have earned, something that you have, that's what this feels like. And they're coming in and they're like partaking from what is truly meant to be yours, in some way. Or, yeah, like I said, if you feel called to pile number 1, go check it out, after this. Yeah, I feel like there's this person, they're taking advantage of your willingness to put in a lot of effort and work and give 110%. And they're really trying to, they're trying to avoid this being seen. They're trying to be sneaky about this, but I feel like you're on to them. You're on to them, and then they're trying to create doubt. That's what it feels like. They're trying to create doubt here to prevent you from actually saying something, doing something about this possibly. Or they're creating this, like I said, this distraction, this doubt, so that you back down, so that you question your own reality, so that you begin to question what you actually believe. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm going to pull a couple of cards, clarifiers for 7 of Pentacles here. I just want to get a better understanding of this situation. To me, my brain, I feel like this is possibly a partner, but this doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship partner. This could be a business partner even, honestly. Let me see here. This 7 of Pentacles. What do we need to know? The Devil. Wow. Let me grab one more for you here. I'm feeling this one. 8 of Rods. Okay. And then I'm going to grab one more here. I'm just getting the full picture, you guys. We'll talk about it. 6 of Rods. Yeah. All right. What I'm seeing here with this 7 of Pentacles is that this is someone, I feel like this is someone that you are tied to, okay? You are not tied to them in a way that is like, they can be removed from your life, is what I'm hearing first of all, okay? This is someone that can be removed from your life. You can remove them from your life. You do have that option, okay? This is something that, you feel trapped. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that you feel trapped here with this person. They're making you feel trapped. They're making you feel like you can't get out of this. Or maybe you just in general, you feel trapped, like you can't get out of this. But what you need to know is that you do have the power to break free from this, okay? I am seeing too that once you... 8 of Rods, it feels like once you break free from this person, I mean, you're moving fast. Like, ooh, like you can get out of this person, out from under their thumb very, very quickly, is what I'm seeing here. We also have the Chariot, and it's interesting. We've got the 8 of Rods, which is a very similar energy to the Chariot. Not exactly the same, but it's similar. And then we have 6 of Rods again, 6 of Wands right here. Same things, Wands, Rods, here with this as well. Okay, so you can get out of this fairly quickly, okay? Or once you get out of this and get out from under this person and their influence, things things will progress quickly. And that's what I'm seeing. What the message I was seeing here with this is, once you make the decision to get out of this, to move away from this, okay, you're going to feel celebrated. All right. That is something that I'm hearing here. You are going to feel much better. I think that you have a bunch of people. I feel that you have a bunch of people, or maybe not a bunch, but you've got multiple people in your life who would really like to see you get out of this situation, is what I'm hearing. Who would really celebrate you removing yourself from this person, from this situation. Let's see, 6 of Cups here, 2 of Cups. Okay, yep, that's this. This feels like a relationship 110% to me now. Pile number 2, this feels like a relationship. This could be a marriage, quite honestly, with the 2 of Cups here. And that makes sense with the Devil too, because it's like you're, with a marriage, obviously there's like legal, ties there, right? And it's not that you can't get out of this like legally binding contract, this marriage, right? It's not that you can't get out of it. It's just that it just takes you, having to do something, having to start the process. But what I'm seeing here is, once you do, if you choose to start this process and get out of this situation, get away from this person that you're giving everything to, who is giving nothing back, things are going to move quickly here. That situation, this will come and go, and this will be a thing of the past. And I'm seeing here with the Chariot too, this is like a big deal. This is going to be a big move for you, okay? I'm hearing here that it's like mountains are going to move for you almost in this situation. Like, so you can just go right through. And I feel like you have a lot of people in your life who would really, truly celebrate the fact that you are no longer tied to this person. Okay. There are people, you have like a community around you who genuinely cares about you, and they want to see you succeed and do your best. Okay. I don't think that I want to clarify here, because I feel like this needs to be said. Someone needs to hear this. It's not that they want to see this relationship fail. It's not that they want to see you fail, or they want to see you like go through something. That's not what this is, okay? First of all, getting out of a relationship, a marriage that is toxic like this, that's not a failure, my friend. Divorce is not a failure, okay? Particularly in a situation like this. That is not failing. That's actually succeeding. You're succeeding where many other people do truly fail, because they fail to recognize this toxicity, which I feel like you are recognizing. You are seeing it. It is becoming very apparent to you, slowly but surely. Okay, there are a lot of people who don't even recognize this behavior. They make excuses for it, and that's the best that they can do. They can't really get out of it. There are people who refuse, because they don't want to be uncomfortable. I'm telling you, the people in your life, they don't want to see you. This is not about someone wanting to see you fail, okay? Wanting to see you not do well. This is about these are people who want to see you succeed, okay? And they believe that success for you would be getting out of a situation where you are, I want to say, I'm hearing here where it's like you're constantly being treated poorly, okay? Pile number 2, and I feel for you. I feel for you so much, because I see that you are such a loving, giving person. You have really given this your all. You're really the person holding this together, is kind of what I'm feeling here. You really are the glue, okay, for this family, for this relationship. You're the one who puts in all the effort to make sure that to make sure that their needs get met, to make sure that things get taken care of, to make sure that everybody's got food to eat and clothes that fit and clean clothes and a clean place to live. Like, I feel like you are just doing it all, and this person is giving very little back, if anything. And when you do try to approach this person about this situation, they tell you that you're absolutely insane. They gaslight you, and then they try to distract you. They try to like redirect the conversation, is what I'm hearing. They try to redirect the conversation to something else, something that they feel like is your fault, world, so that you will drop this and go, oh, well, maybe I'm crazy, or oh, well, maybe I'm overreacting, or oh, well, you know, I did contribute to this thing this one time. Don't let them do that to you. Pile number 2, you deserve so much better than that. You are such a kind, giving person, hardworking person too, I'm hearing. And you deserve so much better than this, okay? So that is like, this is a situation that I'm seeing here. Let's get some advice from your guides, all right? What they would like you to know, what it is that they'd like you to do. So we're going to do 2 cards here. What it is that they want you to know, possibly about the resolution of this situation. And then we're going to do 2 cards here. What it is that they'd like you to do, okay? So what is it that they would like you to know? Ooh, okay, all right. Okay, and then what is it that they would like you to do, or what do they advise you do? That one and that one. Okay, so we've got 6 here, but I think they'll all fit. No problem. We'll make it work for y'all. Don't worry about it. Let's see here. Okay. My camera's like tilted, and so the angles are weird, and forgive me for that. Okay, the Magician. What they want you to know. Magician. Ace of Wands. Yes. Justice, Judgment. Damn. Okay, very clear message here. What they want you to know about the situation. They want you to know that you have more power than what you give yourself credit for, okay? You have more power, and you can start the process of getting out of this whenever you are ready. Okay, whenever you are ready to start that process, they have your back, okay? I'm seeing here, if this is the dissolution of a marriage, all right, if this is a legal thing where you've got to get the government involved type of situation here, I'm seeing here with Justice, one of the meanings here. Now, let me say, this is not legal counsel. It does not replace legal counsel. This video is for entertainment purposes only. But what I'm seeing here, generally, what the Justice card means in a situation like this is that the courts are going to, it's going to be in your favor, okay? The ruling should be in your favor. That is that. And I think that's something that they want you to know about the situation and how this is going to resolve. They want you to know that you are going to be the one who is like, it's going to work out in your favor, first of all. Okay. First of all, this is going to work out in your favor. So whenever you're ready to like get this done, or to move forward with whatever you think the best option is next. Okay. And we're going to find that out here in a moment. You have all the tools you need to do that. You have all of their support. They will be essentially handing you the tools that you need to move forward with this, okay? So when you feel, and I'm hearing too, follow the spark, follow that spark, okay? That's what I'm hearing here. It's a specific message that might mean something for someone here. If it does, that's what they're saying to you, is follow that spark, okay? So when you get a spark of inspiration and you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. Now's the time. This person's out of town, or this person, you know, whatever the situation is, because obviously be safe, all right? Be safe, be smart, take care of yourself. You know your situation better than I do, 100%. This is also a general reading too, so there's a bunch of different people here in a very similar type of energy, similar situation, but all the details are a little bit different. They're going to vary, all right? So be safe, be smart. But what I'm seeing here is that when you get the spark of inspiration, you can move on that. It's up to you, okay? And they also want you to know that this is not the end of the road too for you, okay? You can still create the life that you want. You can still have the type of relationship that you want, okay? I'm not seeing anything saying that it's time to start looking for something like that, to jump to something like that. That's absolutely not the advice here. In fact, I'm hearing the exact opposite, that that's not going to help, okay? But what I am hearing here is that whenever you are ready to go and to jump into this, they have your back, okay? You can fix this. You have the power to fix this situation, okay? It's going to work out in your favor, and this person is going to get what they deserve, okay? That's what I'm seeing here with the Judgment card. Judgment comes for all of us. Rich, poor, doesn't matter. Judgment comes for all of us at some point in our lives. Karma comes for us, and with Judgment here, what I'm seeing is that they will get theirs. Do not worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about them getting theirs. They will, okay? Let's see right here if there's anything they'd like you specifically to do. All right. First of all, they're saying stand tall in the face of adversity. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up with this. Don't just sit there. I'm hearing don't just sit there and take it. Obviously take that with a grain of salt. Like I said, be safe, be smart. If this is a violent person, a really toxic person, someone who you have to like I said, be safe, be smart. But I'm seeing here to continue to stand tall in the face of adversity, even if it feels heavy. I know you've been through a lot, okay? I feel like this is also validation. They know you've been through a lot. They know you've been putting up a fight, okay? They want you to continue to do that, okay? They want you to continue fighting for the type of treatment that you deserve, okay? Because you don't deserve this. That's for damn sure. You don't deserve that at all. Pile number 2, okay? So keep standing tall in the face of adversity. Don't let this person knock you down. Every time they knock you, and if you feel like you're getting knocked down, get right back up. You get knocked down 8 times, you get up 9. You know what I mean? Don't just, when you get knocked down, don't stay down. Continue to stand tall in the face of adversity. You know, it's a journey. This is a process, but I see here that whenever you're ready to make it happen, it's going to happen for you. They're going to have your back. You're going to have everything that you need. All right. Going to work out in your favor. This person will get what they deserve. You've got a community behind you too. And I'm seeing that here with this. You have people here too who will support you. Okay. Who will support you in removing this from your life. All right. And once you start the process of removing it, I feel like it is going to move fairly quickly. You will not have to be, I'm hearing that this is not going to be something that is going to be like a year-long process or something that takes a long time. There's not going to be a lot of stuff holding this up, if any at all. And it's going to work out in your favor 110%. Let's see. Other thing that you need to do. Page of Pentacles. First thing I heard when I turned this over, even if it's not quite Page of Pentacles vibe 100%, is keep dreaming. Wow. Interesting. Let me sit with that for a minute. Yeah, keep dreaming. Don't give up on that, okay? Don't give up on your dreams, I'm hearing. Don't give up on your dreams of living a better life, of having a better life, okay? That's kind of what I'm seeing here, all right? Still stay. Oh, don't let this make you jaded towards towards life. There are many opportunities coming to you, okay? So that's something that they need you to do. They need you to stay strong in the face of adversity, and they need you to not be jaded, to not give up. They need you to keep dreaming about this better life, because continuing to dream about this better life, continuing to keep your eyes on that is what's going to help you get through this adversity while you remove yourself from this situation. So you know what's best for you 100%. Like I said, be smart, be safe, okay? Listen to your guides, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. But I'm hearing here at this reading, it's saying this is saying here that whenever you are ready to remove the chains, okay, remove the chains from around your neck, by all means, take the actions to do that. You are going to be fully supported in that, and you will be celebrated for that. As far as what it is that they're trying to hide from you, I think they're just trying, they don't want to be held accountable. That's really what this feels like. They don't want to be held accountable. They know that they're gaslighting you, and they're trying to continue to get away with that here by providing distractions, by trying to redirect conversations. When you try to have a conversation about this, don't engage in that. Don't allow them to do that. This is your validation here that you are not crazy, okay? That you have been, I mean, just look here. You're such a giving person. Validation here that you're giving your all, okay? Validation here that you're working very, very hard. You have been putting in a lot of effort, but you're not satisfied with this, and you shouldn't have to be. You shouldn't have to be satisfied with subpar treatment, okay? Don't let this person think this. This reading, I feel like your guides really wanted you to know that they want you to know that this person is just trying to hide the fact that they don't want this free ride to end, because that's what it feels like. Honestly, it feels like they're getting a free ride, like they're not having to take on a lot of responsibilities in life, a lot of mundane, basic responsibilities that you've been taking care of for them. That's what it really feels like. Don't let them continue to get away with that. Pile number 2, whenever you're ready to get out of this situation, I'm hearing that you have support, not just in your physical world, okay, not just from the people around you, but from your guides as well, spiritually as well. You have their full support, okay? This is going to work out in your favor whenever you're ready to make it happen. It's just going to be up to you to go ahead and take that first step. Stay strong during this, okay? Don't let this knock you down. Don't let this make you jaded, all right? There's lots of opportunities that you can move on to past this once you get rid of this burden, okay? That is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here. I love y'all so much. Stay safe, stay smart with this situation. You know your situation better than anybody else here. I will be thinking about you and sending all the good vibes your way. Bye, pile number 2. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen these cards right here along with this obsidian crystal. This is like one of my favorites, honestly. I love this one so much. Let's put that over here for you guys. We're going to find out today what it is that they're trying to hide from you, okay? What it is they're trying to hide from you. We're also going to take a look to see a little bit more about the situation. I'm going to get some practical advice for you as well. So from your guides, we're going to find out what it is that they want you to know about the situation specifically, and then what it is that they would like you to do about this as well. What do they recommend the next your next course of action should be, okay? So let's dive in. We'll start with these oracle cards here. We have bond, okay. Anomaly. Interesting. I've never pulled this card before. I'm taking in the energy here. Before I say anything, I want to get some tarot cards to learn more about this situation, because I'm feeling some type of way, but I don't want to say anything yet. Okay, let's just get about 4-ish cards to learn a little bit more about this situation. I feel this one on top as well. Okay, pile number 3. Sorry, I've been super quiet at the beginning of this situation, or this reading. but I'm trying to, I'm hearing something, I'm feeling something, but I want to get some confirmation before I say it. Okay. All right. So this is very specific. So if this does not resonate, maybe this isn't your pile. I don't know. I hate to say that, but Jesus. Okay. All right. This really, okay. Bond card and this anomaly card. I feel like there's a third party in a relationship. Pile number 3. Let me tell you why I'm feeling this, seeing this, hearing this. Honestly, it's what I heard immediately upon flipping over the bond card, and then the anomaly came out and I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So this card obviously this card makes you think of relationship, right? Bond. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Then we get anomaly in here, and it feels like this is someone coming between you two, you and a significant other. Now, if this does not resonate for you, this is the message that I'm seeing, though. This is just what I'm seeing. So if this doesn't resonate for you, perhaps this is not your pile, or perhaps this is something that you're not seeing or you don't want to see. Gosh, I hate being the bearer of bad news. Jeez. Okay, all right. You know what? I set myself up for this by doing this topic of reading. All right, let's talk about it. Sorry, I know I'm like, you guys are probably on the edge of your seats and I'm keeping you hanging here. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts and like ground and like center myself here. I'm gonna run with it. Y'all let me know in the comment section if it resonates. Okay. This feels like a third party coming in, to be quite honest. That's just what this feels like here, okay? Like, and I feel like you know something is wrong with anomaly here. Like there's something that just doesn't feel right. Like why is it that every time this person's name is mentioned, I feel like my eye twitch? You know, why is it that I feel some type of way every time this person's name is mentioned? It almost feels like this is somebody you know, might not be. If that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. But if it does, it's just like anytime, or like, you know of this person, maybe you've heard this person's name before, and I'm feeling here like they're an anomaly in the fact that this is not someone who. Yeah, okay. This is not the typical situation here, okay? I'm going to give an example here. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case, but I'm going to give this example, okay? It's like if your significant other works in an office with a bunch of people, right? And there's a person who's like the same, they like fall under the same like type of, like they might be attracted to them, right? Like there's technically a possibility, right? And you go, no, and this person, they get brought up a lot, like they want to talk about them a lot, they want to say, they just like, they talk about this person a lot. And then when you're like, you really talk about, this person quite a bit, they're like, oh, no. Like they're just a coworker, they're just a friend, and I'm not saying this is happening at work. Like I said, this is just an example here. So go with, like, just go with me on this. This person is an anomaly in that they're not just a friend. They're not just another friend or just another coworker or just another whatever. just another person that goes to their gym, just another person. Like, that's what I mean. This is not just someone who is just a part of the background noise of life. Someone who is just like, oh yeah, they work with, this is not someone who's like, oh, well, they just work with them. They're on the same team and they have to work together quite often. And so naturally they might be like, when your partner talks about this coworker or talks about work in general, this coworker their name might come up quite a bit, or maybe a bit more than the other coworkers' names, because it's someone that they work so closely with, or it's someone that they're close friends with, if we're talking about a friendship group here or something. This person, that is not the case. This is an anomaly, okay? This is someone who, I feel like it's like someone who's trying to come in between you guys, is what this feels like. And I'm going to be honest with you, pile number 3, it feels like this is something that you just don't want to see. That is what this feels like. It feels like this is someone that you just don't want to see. Or like, not someone that you just like, this is like a situation you just don't want to see it. You don't want to believe it. You're just like, you have a blindfold on and you're just hoping that it will go away. You don't want to have to deal with it, is what I'm kind of hearing here. You don't want to have to make a choice either, a choice to end this possibly with this person, or a choice to confront it, is kind of what it feels like. It's like you really don't want to confront this. You would rather just kind of remain blindfolded and not worry about it, and just almost like pretend like it's not there, like live in blissful ignorance. And I feel you, I understand that, okay? Things come up in life and we want to pretend like it's not there. We don't want to have to deal with it. I'm seeing here that that's how you're feeling, and I can empathize with you with that in general, as far as like when things come up in life that are, kind of they kind of shake us a little bit, and you're like, God, I don't want to deal with that. I feel that. But I'm seeing in this situation here, it's time to acknowledge it. It's time to remove the blindfold. It's time to make the decision to acknowledge it. I'm hearing here too that deep down, like, use your intuition. Deep down that there is something not right. This anomaly thing, it's like catching your eye. It's like something that you're going, wait, that story, there's something about that story that didn't sound right. There's something about that person that, like, there's something that keeps catching my attention. It's the way my partner's eyes light up when they talk about this person. It's the way that they mention them. It's the situations. It's the something, okay? There's something catching your attention that I feel like it's just like an itch that you cannot scratch. It's just like a feeling that you cannot shake, okay? And I'm hearing that this is your intuition. This is that gut feeling, that intuition, that still small voice letting you know, hey, there is something wrong. There is something going on. There is like this is not just another, like, oh, this is just another coworker, this is just another friend, no, this person is an anomaly, okay? This is something different here. This situation is different than those that you're used to, where you might go, well, that's nothing, and because maybe those situations weren't anything, it initially caught your attention, you really felt into it, and you went, nah, that's nothing. This is not that case, is what I'm hearing, pile number 3. This is something, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a choice here, okay? You have many choices, all right? You have many choices here. There's lots of potential here as well, is what I'm hearing for you personally. I'm also gonna be honest. This death card feels like this is it for the relationship. Like, this needs to end. That's what this feels like. It feels like that this needs to end. That this is like the ending. And with death card, this feels like a very this is like the ending of something. It's like the final end, okay? So there's no coming back from this. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. And I think that's why you don't want to deal with this personally. That's kind of what I'm hearing here, is you don't want to deal with this because you know that if you really were to look this anomaly, look this situation head on, straight on, you would come to the conclusion that things are over. There may have been other things happen where it's like the straw that broke the camel, where it's like build up and build up and build up, and this is like the straw that broke the camel's back, and there is no going back after this. Like that if you take the blindfold off, or you use your intuition, you make the choice to face this, I feel like that this is the end. This is it. There is no coming back from this. It is an ending that is final. Death is an ending that it happened, like it's an ending that's final. There's no going back from it once it happens. And that is what this feels like here, okay? And I think you have a lot of, this really feels to me, honestly, like you've got just a lot of things, a lot of factors that you're considering here with the Seven of Cups. It's like there's a lot of factors that you're trying to take into account. You're trying to figure out, that... this is kind of silly, but what I'm seeing in my mind's eye, that meme where it's like the blonde white lady who's like looking to the like back and forth to the side, and then there's all these little like trying to figure something out, like perplexed, and there's all these like little like mathematical symbols flying all around or something. That's what this feels like, but not in like this joking way. I'm not trying to make light of your situation here. Just that's like what I see though, is I see you just kind of sitting there, and there's all these thoughts swimming through your head, and all these different options, and all these factors, all these things that you're thinking about too. Like if I choose to go down this road and acknowledge this, remove the blindfold, make the choice, acknowledge this, what happens then is what I'm hearing, that you're in this situation here. What happens then with that? Okay. That's what I'm seeing here. Sorry, I'm just taking a minute to take this in and see if there's any other messages within this before we get more cards here for you to find out a little bit more about what your guide's advice is for you, what it is that they recommend you do. Yeah, I think this is what's being hidden from you when we're sitting here going, what is it that they're trying to hide from you? They're trying to hide this and not this person from you, this third party from you. But I get the feeling that you already know. It's just not something it's just not something you want to deal with. Excuse me. It's just not something that you're wanting to deal with, and I understand that. I understand that. I think that Knight of Pentacles here, it's really jumping out at me that he's like taking a smoke break, like he's stopping to take his smoke break to gather his thoughts. And I feel like this is you right now in this situation to a certain extent. You've got all these things flying through your head, all these thoughts like, oh my God, what is it that they're doing? I don't know, like, is he with them right now? I'm saying he, because I'm a heterosexual female, and that's how I relate to relationships, is he. But know that I mean they, okay? This is totally inclusive. I want my channel to be 100% inclusive of everybody. So I'm sorry if that makes you feel excluded, saying he or she. That's my bad, you guys. So I want to apologize for that. But anyways, it's like you're sitting there wondering, what are they doing? Who are they with? Are they doing this, that, and the other? What are my options? Okay. And I'm feeling here like you're just kind of trying to gather your thoughts a little bit. I almost feel like you intend, it's like deep down, you intend to move on this. You intend to do something about this. It's just you don't know where to begin, or you just want to take it slow, maybe. You want to not rush into, you don't want to make assumptions. You don't want to rush into, making, like, creating waves, I'm hearing. you want to like go about this very meticulously. And I understand that. I totally understand this energy. I get this 100%, especially when you feel like there's all these different factors involved, because I don't know your specific situation. This is a general reading. There could be this could be quite complicated. It could be quite complicated to get out of this situation. Okay. So I want to acknowledge that here, but I do think that, you know, deep down that once this is acknowledged, once you look this in the eyes, there's no coming back. And I think you know that. So this is the situation. This is what I'm seeing here, what they're trying to hide from you. Let's get some advice here from your guides. I want to get a couple of cards first of all. Let's see, what am I feeling here? Because this just feels a little bit different than the other piles, to be quite honest with you. I do want to get a couple cards about what it is that they recommend that you do. Oh, let's see. I'm hearing that they want you to, that there's something you're not seeing that they want you to know. Okay, what is it that they're not seeing about this? I'm feeling this one. Okay. Yeah, let's just go with this. Ace of Swords. Okay. Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. All right. What you're actually going to find when you decide to move on this. Okay. And I'm saying when, because I feel like it's very much a when. Okay. I think you know that you deserve better than this, and that you don't need to be staying in this situation. I think you're just trying to decide the best way moving forward. What you're not seeing is that I feel like, okay, I feel like there's this sense of stalling. Because you feel like it's going to open up a whole can of worms, and it's going to be, it's just going to be ridiculous, is kind of what I'm hearing here. That you're concerned that, like, the reason you're moving slow on this, the reason you don't really want to move on this information just yet, because like I said, I feel like you know this. You know about this situation, like you have your suspicions. It's just, you don't want to mess with it right now. And I'm hearing here that you want to move slowly on this, because you feel like you're opening up a whole can of worms, and that's exhausting, and you don't want to have to deal with that just yet. You're not ready to deal with that just yet. Because I'm hearing here, it's like he's mentally preparing himself. It's like he's preparing himself for his journey. Hold on, gotta take a quick smoke break. Then I'm gonna get back in my vehicle. I'm gonna get back in my car, and I'm gonna keep on moving. And I hear that that's kind of where you're at mentally, okay? With this Ace of Swords here, I hear that that's where you're at mentally, but what you're not seeing is that, what you're not seeing is that this is actually going to give you some mental rest. You're actually going to be able to rest easy once you initiate this. Is what I'm hearing here. It's what I'm seeing. It's what they feel like you're not seeing. Look at this person. They're sleeping. They've got the swords hung up. They're not worried about them. Okay. I feel like you're going to be able, I'm hearing that there's going to be like this built-in period of rest for you with this. Okay. So don't be afraid. To continue on your way. Don't feel like you need to stall a bunch in order to like mentally prepare yourself, okay? Because the mental strength that you need to go through with this, they're going to give this to you, is what I'm hearing. They're going to provide you with this. This is going to be provided. You're going to be they're going to give you all the tools that you need to handle this. And actually, once you take steps forward, once you get back in the saddle and keep on moving, you're actually going to find that you have that this is going to put your mind at ease. Yes, it will put your mind at ease to actually start moving forward with this, okay? So don't be afraid to initiate what needs to be initiated, to move in the way that needs to be moved, okay? Because you're afraid of I'm hearing you're just afraid of the bullshit that you're going to have to deal with as a result. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid. First of all, you have everything that you need. You're going to be given everything that you need mentally, okay, emotionally, energetically. You're going to be given everything that you need in order to handle this situation, okay? And then on top of that, you will find yourself, your mind will be put at ease once you go ahead and initiate this and start moving forward with it. That's what it is you're not seeing, and it's what it is that they would like you to know, okay? Let's get 2 more cards here. I want to find out for you guys what it is that your guides suggest you do next. What is it? Like, what's your next moves? What do they suggest you do? Okay. Page of Pentacles. Yup. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Make a plan. Make a plan. I'm hearing sit down with your support system and make a plan. Take a look at this situation, okay? I feel like you're very, you might have a lot of Virgo energy, Capricorn energy, Taurus energy. I feel like you're a very grounded, logical person is something that I'm feeling just right now with all of the, that's just something I'm feeling here. So I just want to throw that out there. Might not resonate for all of you, but I feel like there's some really heavy grounded energy here, logical energy here. And I'm hearing here that you need to go with that, okay? That's actually going to be to your advantage, okay? So what it is that they suggest you do. Take a good hard look at this situation. Look at it from all angles, okay? Before you pick up and start moving, okay? Before you decide to do that and you really start moving on this situation, I'm hearing here that taking a break here was not a bad thing by any means. It's just not it's not going to be as bad as what I think you're afraid it's going to be once you pull the trigger and begin this these steps forward here to dealing with this. It's not going to be as bad as you think. I'm hearing to look at this from all sides, and by look at it from all sides, I'm hearing very clearly this does not mean to excuse this behavior. Look at this from all sides means look at all your different options. Make a plan. I'm hearing sit down with your support group. Okay. And look, this is so interesting here. And I know that, because of the time that this is kind of reflecting, we see lots of cigarettes and depictions of smoking on this, in this deck, which whatever. I mean, I don't particularly care about that, but what I'm seeing here though, but we see that here. He's lit the cigarette, right? Okay. He's smoking here, taking a smoke break, taking a rest, gathering his thoughts. And then we have the cigarette here too. I feel like this is just this is a part of that taking a break while you are pausing on this, because you know that once you pull the trigger with this, that's it. There's no coming back. Okay? There's lots of options here. I feel like you know that there are a lot of different options, a lot of different ways to go about this. Your guides want you to know that once you do pull the trigger, it's not it's going to give you a little bit of a mental rest. You're going to actually feel much better about this, and you do have what it takes to handle this, okay? But what I'm seeing here though is while you're taking this break, while you're trying to decide how to, while you're sitting here going, woof, taking a breather, what do I do next? I'm hearing here what you need to be doing during this time is sitting down with your support group, whoever is your support, your village, okay, in your life. You need to sit down with them and make a plan. You need to sit down with them and talk to them about this and say, hey, I'm pretty sure this is what's going on. I've been seeing the signs. I've been feeling it. I just haven't wanted to deal with it. You know, I mean, this reading is meant for confirmation. It's not supposed to be new information, okay? So I feel like that's why I said at the beginning of this reading, if this is not resonating, if this ain't it for you, this is confirmation, not new information. So so this should not be new information to you. This should really just be kind of some confirmation that, yeah, okay, my suspicions were correct. Sit down with your support group, sit down with whoever that is, and make a plan, okay? Make a plan as to how to deal with this. They can help you. I'm hearing that they can give you some input that's going to be very useful to you, okay? So take a look at this situation, okay? Look at all the different factors. I feel like your brain is very good at that. I feel like I feel like you're grounded, but I also feel like you're quite analytical as well. Air, I mean, you can have some air energy as well, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But anyways, I do feel that you need to sit down with your support group, your support team, and make a plan, the best way to move forward. Okay, they'll help you. They have some really important insight, some really important advice, really useful advice. So this is what I'm seeing that you need to do. This is what your guides suggest that you do. Examine the situation and then bring in your support group, your people, bring them in, get some advice. They're going to have some very valuable advice. And I'm hearing too that there might be, or there is someone within this group who has been through something similar, and they can offer you some really good advice and support while you go through this. I'm so sorry to hear that this is something that you're dealing with, pile number 3, because this is not. I mean, I don't want this for anybody. Honestly, this is really challenging, and I really feel for you, my friends. I just want you to know, you know, your guides want you to know, first, you have a lot more options. Like, I know we've talked about this kind of being like weighing your options and all the different ways you could go about this. But I did notice from the very get-go, setting this card down, that you yourself have a lot of options out on the other side of this. And dealing with this is going to give you so much, like, it's really going to put your mind at ease, I'm hearing. So yeah, really, I'm hearing be meticulous with this, with the way that you move forward. But don't be afraid to move forward when you feel like it's the right time. When you've made your plan and you feel like it's the right time, don't be afraid to move forward. You're actually going to find a lot of rest and ease on the other side of this, okay? So this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in your next reading. Bye.